So whoever this message is for today, I have quite the story to share with you, okay? Your person left you for another energy. Now, you don't know about this because this person just completely ghosted you, all right? And you, till this day, you can't understand what happened, why it happened. You know, you've run it through your mind 100 times, you've blamed yourself, you've tried to figure out what you said wrong or what you should have said or what you should have did. And I'm here to tell you today that there's nothing you could have done that would have changed this outcome, okay? This person was really into you as much as you were into them. You might have expressed it to them, more verbally, where they were kind of holding back and you couldn't understand why, because you felt an extremely strong connection with this masculine energy, a connection you've never felt before. I know you've had multiple relationships, how many doesn't really matter, but you have experience with relationships, good, bad, whatever it comes with, the whole shoot and bang, right? So I can see that this person came into your life, you guys spent, a couple of months together, it was amazing. It might have been a sexual relationship. It might have just been very surface level and kind of friendly friendship sort of thing, taking it slow for a change because you knew that this person was special from the moment you met them. The moment you looked at them in the eyes, you just knew, your soul knew before you did, that this was your person. Okay, this is your soulmate or twin flame, high level soulmate, whatever you want to call it. This person is your person. Now, that is not to say that you have to be together in this lifetime or that you will, but I am going to share with you today what is going on, what the situation is, and what you should be doing going forward that will attract this person back into your life. Whether you want to be with them at that point or not is irrelevant, and it is up to you. You are the master of your own universe, right? You get to say what happens. But recently, this person has been in your energy, and either you've been thinking about them, that's the first sign, or if you're a little bit more in tune as a divine feminine, which I know some of you will be, you could actually feel their energy like it's come back again, right? It disappeared for a while, it kind of went cold, and now that energy is coming back. Or for those of you who were thinking about them or dreaming about them, that stopped for a long time and you were fine, and now recently they've kind of come back into your chain of thought, your field of energy, all right? And the reason why this person ghosted you and then went back to, or went to this person or went back to this person, is because there is some kind of financial tie here. Now, it's not to say that your person loves money or is chasing money. It might be, but I don't think so. They come from wealth, okay? They have a wealthy family. So this feminine energy that they ditched you for ultimately is also wealthy, right? They come from a wealthy family. So it seems to me that their families know each other. There's a family connection here. If not, this is an ex and they came back into your person's life, and your person, for whatever reason, went back to them, right? Old habits die hard, I suppose. So that seems to be one of the two situations here. Of course, you don't know their background very well. But like I said, you met this person in a very auspicious way, not how you would normally meet people. Comparing your previous relationships. So you don't really know their history or their friend circle or whatever. But you can get this person back, all right? And I'm seeing here the reason why they've been in your field again is because they've been having issues with this feminine energy, because this is not their person. No matter how hard they try, it's never going to last. It's never going to work. All right, so they've been thinking about you again lately, and there is some balance that needs to first be brought into perspective here. And this is you who needs to start some kind of new project. I know you have the willpower, you have the desire, but you've been too focused on this masculine energy, and the more you focus on them, the more they pull away. As you can see now, the moment you stop thinking about them and start doing your own thing, all of a sudden they come back into your energy. This is how that magnetism works. It's a push-pull kind of energy, where if you learn how to transmute that energy, if you start getting more in touch with your feminine side and doing practices, spiritual practices, the shadow work necessary to learn how to attract as a magnet. Because remember, guys, we operate as magnetic energy. Okay, so either you are attracting, you are repelling, or you are chasing, right? So in the twin flame journey, that this is a very common topic at the moment, or popular topic rather, is that the feminine usually chases the masculine, and that's when the masculine runs. Okay, and then the feminine can't understand why the masculine ran away, where if you had learned how to attract it to you, the masculine would have come to you, and there wasn't much you would have had to do. But this is why the twin flame journey happens. It's not so much about the two of you being together as it is about the two of you learning who you are individually on your own, because you can't grow together. You first have to discover who you are as spiritual beings, because you are a soul before you are a human being. Okay, this is just flesh. This dies. This goes back to Mother Nature, but the soul is eternal. All right, it lives forever. So you now need to go and do the work, and it is going to be challenging. All right, it is going to feel like you are fighting off these energetic demons, but facing your shadow is not a bad thing. A lot of people cower away and they say, oh, I don't want to know my shadow side. It's not only so much about discovering all the bad sides of you and bringing that to the surface. There is that, but it's also about tapping into the unknown, right? The mystical. This is where the spiritual things come into it. This is why the feminine is usually more in tune with nature, more spiritually aligned, more tapped in than the masculine is, because the masculine is more material. The masculine energy wants to go out and work and earn money and provide. That's just how it is. They are the light, the seeing, the matrix, the material world. It's not bad, because it is part of who we are. You are a balance of the two. You can't be one without the other. It's learning to balance the two that is the trick, because once you learn that, you find that zen, you find that perfect balance, and that's when you attract your masculine back in, because actually you're attracting each other. So the more you work on yourself, the more they're going to work on themselves. It just works that way. All right, so you need to let go of this control. We're trying to control every situation. Just be who you need to be. Start tapping into your spiritual side. Start tapping into your creative energy, your sacral energy, right? It's the feminine chakra, because you've got the root chakra, which is purely this material, grounding. It's very important to be grounded, but it's a very masculine energy. The next is the creative expression, the sacral chakra, which is feminine, and they go up like that, masculine, feminine. You've got the solar plexus is masculine, right? You've got the heart is feminine. You've got the voice is masculine again, third eye feminine, and then you've got your crown chakra, which I believe is a combination of the two. That is where you become whole, is unlocking those chakras. Chakra work, guys, is very, very helpful. That is how you find balance. These ancient practices, they're not pseudoscience. Science is the pseudoscience, believe it or not. So yeah, there is justice and temperance here. Balance needs to be brought into perspective. I mean, we get double confirmation, two cards right next to each other. They talk about cause and effect. They talk about being patient, being sensible, finding your true purpose. And that only comes through doing the shadow work, getting more in touch with your feminine side, meditating, going out into nature, spending time alone, getting to know yourself. Who are you? Who is the I? It's not the body, it's not the mind, it is the soul. It's tapping into that and learning what that is, what it means, and how it works, because then you will be unstoppable. Okay, you don't need to seek your happiness outside of you. It's impossible to find it anyway. That's very short-lived. That's temporary happiness. But true ultimate happiness comes from within. So start tapping into that. And how do you do that? You need to just go out there and do not judge. Do not judge others. Do not judge yourself, and do not worry if others judge you, because then you'll never get anything done. You need to have that kind of full energy where you are just experiencing, right? Act as if you know nothing and everything's new to you, because I'm sure a lot of it is. Your whole life you've been living in this masculine world because of food, of money, and competition, and it's been structured this way thanks to our society, which comes from the system that we're in. It's all about money. It's all about the economy. So it's not your fault. Most of us are living this way, but now it's time to tap into that other side of you, right? The soul, the you that you truly are. I know you feel, if you don't do that, you're going to continue to feel like you're at a loss. You can't earn money. You're just kind of left out in the cold. And I promise you, the moment you start doing this, and it's not going to be very hard, this is where you find this completion, right? Wealth, success, this family. This is where your masculine energy comes back to you, all right? This is the final manifestation. Once you do the work necessary and find that balance, you will easily understand how to manifest that person right back into your life. And I do want to pull some more cards just to get some confirmation here for you today. I did say this was going to be quite a detailed reading, so Spirit has a lot to share with you, right? Sorry guys, I was cut off there for a second. Anyway, I'm back, so come through Spirit. Alright, there was a card here. Right, we've got the Three of Swords. Okay, so I see that, this is about heartbreak. You felt totally heartbroken by this person, and I can see that you have been trying to, journal or practice some kind of art, whether it could be tarot, it could be anything really, working with crystals, working with various energies, tapping into psychic things, and it was going well for you for a while, and then you kind of fell back into this negative mindset in thinking about this masculine all the time. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Okay, Spirit, how can... All right, so we've got the Hierophant. I mean, look at these two cards. You can get back into that again. So firstly, you can see this guy's got crumpled up papers everywhere. He's scribbling. He's not sure what to do. Trying to distract himself with music, and you were there. But Spirit is here to tell you that it's time to get back into that energy with the Hierophant, to find that balance and to start doing the real research. I mean, if you can look at all these pictures, you've got the two keys there, which represent you and your masculine energy, right? It's how to unlock your true potential to get this person back into your life. You need to start asking the right questions. Maybe start looking into symbology, studying different symbols like yin yang, or ancient Egyptian symbols. Symbology is a huge thing, guys. There's numerology. There's again, there's tarot. There's cosmology. There's astrology. Astrology is a big one. I really love astrology. And the more you tap into this stuff, the more you're going to start attracting this masculine back towards you. Like I said, even if you don't want to be with them, you will at least uncover who you truly are at the core, right? And that is what you're after, ultimately. Then you will realize that I don't even need somebody to make me happy. Then you will have the power to say, well, I want this person, or I don't want this person. and you will have full control of it. That is where you learn to play with the elements and to basically control your timeline, your own life, because you are the master of your own universe. You are that which exists in all things. Here we go. Look at this Eight of Cups. This person is throwing these cups away. You need to release the old, throw it all out, and start anew. Spirit is giving you a new opportunity, another opportunity, and you need to grab it with both hands. Right? It's all about you. There is nobody else. Okay, this really is the matrix. All right, and the moment you do that, you will start finding your way. Spirit is guiding you back to yourself, back home. You are that star. All right, you are that shining star. And Spirit is ready to guide you. You just need to take the offer now. You need to accept it and run with it. All right, so I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope this message got through to whoever it was meant for. And I really hope you guys will subscribe to my channel, give us a like, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.